of mine. Years have taken a toll on all of us, but we are assuring you that will continue to get better with time, bringing you the very best of moments and sharing in your pain, sharing in your suffering, and above all, preferring solution wherever there is a problem. That is what the Baroness is here for. And the Baroness team is ever ready and well equipped to carry you through every time we come here. So still basking in the euphoria of our anniversary. I'm not here alone. Bait is here with me. Yeah. How does it feel?
It really feels good. But you know, much as I wish my former self will come back, I think that I'd rather celebrate now because, you know, when the wine gets older, it gets sweeter. Mm-hmm. And Baroness is getting sweeter. We will not continue to, you know, just stay reminisce on the past and forget about what is going on presently. It's a lot is happening to us. A lot has happened, and a lot is still happening to us. And I am satisfied with what Baroness is becoming with the age. I think a lot of things have improved. A lot of experience has been put into play in the way that we do a lot of things. I think that is what gives me this pleasure to not be tired of the Baroness. You would think that 10 years, a program on air, are the people not tired by now and all of that? You know, we say it's more than just a program. Yeah, it is. That's why. Or else sometimes you don't expect people to do things over and over like that and not be tired.
And you know, the best part of the whole thing is that every time we come your way, we always have something different. We have something different to share. We have different guests. We have different issues that we tackle. And if it is a common problem, we follow it through to its logical conclusion. That's the best part of the Baroness. So whatever it is that you're going through, just draw our attention to it. And we are assuring you that our team will be on top of your situation and will follow it through to a logical conclusion. Someone who joined the Baroness about 5 years ago.
Yes. Yes. You know, it's been a wonderful journey. Yes. Not always easy, not always smooth, but then we pull through because we have each other's back. Yeah, we are sisters, yes. Yeah. And well, you keep us going by watching, by being there for us, by just promoting the Baroness. You know, we talked about the fact that we needed partners, we needed sponsors, we needed more of that. And we are sure that somebody is listening and wants to do that for the Baroness. What we'll say is you're welcome.
Yeah. And talking about sponsors, one of our strong guest supporter and our backbone since we started this program, Dr. Kenneth, a good ABUBAKAR hospitals, you know, he treated us nicely. You know, he capped up our anniversary beautifully. Don't worry, next week when we come, we'll just let you have a feel of what it was like celebrating our 10th anniversary.
Anita, yesterday I had a sound sleep.
You can say that again.
Sleep like I just went to bed.
It was
something happened. It was very obvious.
You know, as ladies, we just had to put our feet up and relax, and that was what we had. You know, should I say baby girl treatment?
True.
Feeling special. It's good to feel special, you know.
True.
But if you are a sponsor of the Baroness or a partner with the Baroness,
intending sponsor, partner.
No, I'm talking about those that have partnered with us. You know, they stand to gain so much, and because of what our hospitals has gained, that was why we got that treatment. So why don't you just plug in to this sure source of is it visibility? You know, is it acceptance? Is it I want to say believability, if there's a word like that.
Works, yes.
About credits.
Yes. So just partner with the Baroness, and that business of yours would definitely soar. That idea of yours will see the light of day. And that issue that you think is a problem the Baroness would find a way of preferring a solution. And that is why the program today is looking at something that we all have been thinking about and we're worried about. Is it thinking about, worried about? Yes. There is a lot of apathy, nonchalant attitude towards this issue. And it is of great concern because the decision we take today is going to affect us as a people, as a nation, in the long run. So whether you like it or not, it is dependent on you to do the right thing. We have been talking about it over and over again, and I don't know why some people still think it is child's play. When you hear what we're going to talk about today, then you understand that we are not joking. We are very serious. We are very serious. Today, we are very serious. Today, everybody has got his serious cap on. So you had better listen and do what is expected of you. Bait will do the honors of introducing our guest, and then you'll understand why this issue we'll be discussing is a very serious one. Bait?
Yes, in the studio today we have the honors of the presence of the resident electoral commissioner of Plateau State in the person of MUHAMMED Abdul-Kadir SADIQ. ABUBAKAR SADIQ. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be with you this morning.
I just, should we say Mr. or we
MALLAM.
just say MALLAM? All right, MALLAM. All right. So MALLAM SADIQ has been on the plateau for the past 8 months. We will start on a very light note before we go into the depth of what we're going to be discussing. How does it feel to be on the plateau?
Well, Alhamdulillah, like you have mentioned, I reported in Plateau State on the 6th of June. So I think I have put in about 8 months. Plateau is a great state, and because I've taken time, to tour the 17 local government areas, the Plateau State. Well, it's wonderful people, and the Georgetown, where I reside, a beautiful city with very good weather, compared to where I served last, that is Kwara State. So the people have been wonderful. I've been receiving cooperation, and we are looking forward for a fantastic relationship as we unwind to 2027 general elections. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's quite interesting. So, people say a lot of things about Plateau State, most importantly the weather, and everybody's like, Plateau State is nice, the weather is fine, the people are very friendly, the people are very nice, and the continuous voter registration, it started last year.
Yes.
It started last year.
5th of December.
Last year.
25th of August.
Of August last year, and that was the first phase.
That was the first phase. And it lasted up to 5th of December.
Okay, last year.
So we're now on second phase.
Second phase. So can we look back now? How was the response of Plateau people with regards to the continuous voter registration in the first phase?
Well, in the first phase of the continuous voter registration, remember, existing voter register, is available in Plateau State. That is the one that we conducted the 2023 general election. And we have in that document a data of 2,789, total of 2,789,528 registered voters. These are the registered voters in the 2023 general election. Recall that registration came to an end in the last quarter of 2023. So meaning the young ones, that is the youth, that were 16 years of age, 17 years, will have attained 18 years. Because this registration is about people that have attained 18 years of age. That is the rules. That is universal suffrage for prospective voters. So these young ones, in the last 2 years, must have attained that age. So the Commission has wisdom now engage, these younger generations. And indeed, those that have one reason or the other couldn't have registered in 2023. So we opened a window, and that window was open on the 25th of August. And that's the first phase, and it lasted up to 5th of December. So the statistic you are asking us about, in that first phase, we registered, in that first phase, we registered a total, in that first phase, we registered a total of 22,000 that have made it, that have concluded, the registration process. Okay. However, a large number, of Plateau youth applied, to be accommodated in this register. Okay. And that number, was really higher than those that have completed their registration. Because the registration is covered in two phases. Okay. The first phase is what we call the online registration. The online registration is where the prospective registrant enter into our portal, INEC.org, INEC.cbr.org Nigeria. So once you enter into that portal, it prompts you, and you do the necessary requirements. You do it, that's inputting your data, your name, your sex, your age, your address. So when that is completed, you have to appear in one of our 17 local government areas in the Plateau to be captured. The captured here means the biometric of the prospective registrants. We capture your 10 fingerprints, and we also take picture of your face. And this is for the purpose of accreditation, because you cannot register by proxy. So that's why it is important, the person that has applied will have to present himself, to be captured. Taking your fingerprint, 10 fingerprints, and indeed the facial, presentation. So in all the statistics we gathered, the people didn't really turn out to complete this important aspect, of the registration, because we had less than 20% in the first phase. Exactly. So meaning this 80, is as good as they have not registered. Because it's only when you conclude this activity that your permanent voters card can be processed. The permanent voters card, can be processed because you need the permanent voters card, to be able to access the polling units and then cast your ballot.
I know that INEC wants everyone to register, and that is why you have the voter education department of the commission. I don't know what have they been able to gather as to the reason why this group of people have not gone back to capture. Is the process cumbersome? Because sometimes when you talk about capturing in Nigeria, when you go, they'll tell you there's no network, there's no this, something. Is there anything like that could be hindering this group of people who were supposed to have come over to be captured? Do you think there's something that has affected these people or discouraged them from coming?
We are really happy that particularly the youth, have turned out or have approached our portal, which I have said is cbr.inecnigeria.org. Maybe I should repeat. The portal is cbr.inecnigeria.org. So in our sensitization process, we did, inform the good citizens of Plateau State that it's not enough, to approach the portal, this portal that I have called, and then get your information, loaded there. You have to take the trouble of visiting our local government areas to be captured. we did emphasize that. There was sensitization, indeed, we had stakeholders meeting. Our stakeholders comprises the press like you, the traditional institutions, the political parties themselves, and indeed many NGOs, to help, sensitize the people of Plateau State that this process has two legs. The first leg is where, at the comfort of your home, the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your parlor or your shop, you just enter into the portal and drop this your information. In fact, the portal will prompt you on the information that you require, to build in there. And once that is done, we did emphasize that you must take the task of going to our local government areas to conclude the registration. And what do we do there? We take your fingerprints through our camera device. And we also take your facial presentation. And this doesn't take more than 5 minutes. So when you mention, is it cumbersome? Is it a process that is unfriendly? No, it is user-friendly.
Okay.
Less than 5 minutes, you are done. So let no people, conclude that, oh yes, we are on the portal, we have gotten your information. It's as good as you have not registered. I'm emphasizing that. So people should turn out and take advantage, particularly now that we are moving into the areas. Maybe we'll get there. Because now not only local government areas are now taking the trouble in this second phase of moving to 207 registration areas in Plateau State.
That was what I wanted to ask about. Because
so that we make it again easy for them. Yes. Those that are having trouble or are having, are reluctant, to come to the local government areas. So now there is that window, there is opportunity for them, to reach to us in the 207 registration areas, which some people call wards in the Plateau State. And this is an attempt just to get all these prospective registrants, come on board.
Anita, before we talk about the spread of the registration, I'm wondering, doesn't it sound elitist for you that you load your information in your phone? And I was just wondering, how many percent of the residents across the state have Androids, phones that they can feed in their information and eventually go for capturing? Okay, this set of people that don't have, what do they do usually?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. A very important question. INEC is very liberal. I agree with you, even though to me, Android phone is now accessible in every home. Particularly among our youth. However, for those that do not have, we have also created an opportunity for those category of prospective registrants to also approach us in this RA that we are moving around now, the 207 to come. We will do the needful. We will take all their information, and then go to the second stage, of capturing their biometrics, and they are good to go. So that services is available, now at RAs as we rotate. And this will do for 50 days.
Wow.
Yeah, this will do for 50 days.
Follow up to your statement, almost every home has an Android phone. Can I register for someone else because I have an Android phone and the person doesn't? Or is your phone number now linked?
You're the only person that has the in the family at that time. Apparently that.
No, the Android phone can register the whole family household.
Okay. That's interesting.
The whole family household.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not linked to a phone number. It's not linked to
no, it's not linked to the phone number.
Okay.
The data collected can be for the whole family. Not even for the whole family, for the whole community.
Okay. Yes. Let's talk about special considerations. Initially you mentioned the fact that a lot of people have turned 18. Now beyond turning 18, people might just have concerns. Probably the earlier registration they
their names were misspelled. The places they did them were probably too far.
They've relocated,
weren't able to get the previous ones. They were stolen, and a lot of things. So will these considerations be taken into cognizance when you're doing this new process for the 50 days?
Okay, thank you very much. This is a beautiful question because we have been hammering on the new registrants. So we do registration. That is primarily, the concern now. However, those issues you have raised, issues of transfer, issue of defense permanent voters card or misplaced, and indeed even update. This continuous voter registration provides that opportunity. So it may interest you to know that about 9,945 people in Plateau State have applied for transfer. And we have accommodated them since we began this activity on the 25th of August. A total of 9,945 transfer from maybe one state to another. Perhaps from FCT or Enugu or Sokoto, coming in. We have seen those numbers. And it could even be from one local government to another, maybe from Jos North, and now moving to Mangu, local government area, or West local government area. So this exercise we have embarked upon provides that opportunity for this category, so that the permanent voters card you have for FCT and Sokoto will not work in Plateau. So we have sensitized people. So you are here now, you have changed your abode, approach us. We will do the needful, and make the necessary transfers for you. And for those that are elitist, like you have mentioned, go into our entrepreneur. It will be self-service. In that case, you don't even have to come to our 17 local government areas or approach to self-service means in the comfort of your home. You sit down and log in cbr.inecnigeria.org, and then it will ask you what do you want to do. Transfer, you say transfer, and mention where you are from, the state or the local government, and where you want to be. And this transfer could even be from one street to another. Here in Plateau State, maybe you live in Dangote Street, and now you want to move into Dabchida. You have moved to Dabchida Street, and it's a mile apart, though the same community, in the same ward, maybe the same local government area, but it's not convenient for you to move into the Dangote Street. Now you are comfortable with Dabchida, street. Come, and we'll do the needful. And then the defense, like you have mentioned, some, because of poor handling of this permanent voters card, it gets defense. You cannot see the picture of the prospective registrant. You cannot see the information content. You also approach us or do a sub-service for those that are literate, to this portal that I keep on mentioning, and then apply for replacement. That's what we call replacement. Mine is missing, mine, I've lost it, mine is defaced. We do replacement at no cost. And maybe finally, on what we do apart from the new registration of the prospective registrant is the update. Update means, particularly for you, the ladies, maybe you used to be Victoria John, and now you are married to Joseph, and now Mr. Joseph, wants you to now be Mr. Victoria Joseph, and then maybe drop your father's name. All this happen. So that's what we call update. So you can come and approach us that, look, I have an update, to do regarding the information I've provided. It could even be age. Maybe you have given an age that is actually not yours, and now you want to change the date. We also listen to you.
Okay, Thank you. Are there documents that are required? Because for missing, missing cards and things like that, some people can be, I don't want to say smart, can be funny. I have my card. I have everything there, but I want to get another one, and so I would come. So is there a need for some kind of an affidavit to show that, yes, those ones were missing or something happened? Do I have to come with any document to prove my claim before, or bring the defaced card? Yes, before I get a new one.
Well, the Independent National Electoral Commission is friendly, and it is there to really push for this democracy.
Okay.
We don't require all these details.
Okay.
We want to take it in good faith that you have lost your permanent worker is defaced, and you have, like I've said, you can even do this online. So meaning online we won't see you, to interrogate you. You understand, because it's been simplified, it's been made easy. You can request, for this.
So what about the cards?
Done.
What about the cards? How long does it take to get the permanent card?
For us in the Independent National Electoral Commission, we are national. So meaning we have 36 states of the Federation, including FCT. So, and this job have been processed, at the same time, the production, nationwide. So what we have promised the prospective register is that once, particularly those that have registered, that have completed their registration, the 20%, that once their permanent voters card is processed, we will also sensitize, we will also pass information so that they can approach us in the local government areas where they have registered to pick this important instrument that we call permanent voters card.
She mentioned the permanent voter card. Talk us through the collection of it so far. How far so far?
The collection of?
Yes, of the
those
permanent
cards
voter
that
cards.
are
Yes.
available.
Yes.
Well, the permanent voters card that we have now in stock are those that were not picked in the 2023 general election.
Wow.
So that is, again, part of what we have been sensitizing people. And there are a total of 101,200 permanent voters cards that were not collected before the 2023 general elections. And these are important instruments. So we keep on telling people, those that have registered previously and have not picked their permanent voters card should approach us in our local government areas, and then I must report here that the performance so far is not encouraging, because out of this 101,000 that we keep carrying, we still carry them to the RAs, where we do our rotation, so that coming closer, that look, if you cannot come to our local government and pick, why not in your RA? Come and pick this. But still, the performance is not encouraging, because we have less than 2,000, that had picked up in this 101,000 that were left uncollected. So we call on the people that have registered, have not picked their cards, they don't need to register again, because we have their data. Just come and pick your card. So this is important.
Can it be made easier by taking these cards? If I register at RA, a certain RA, can the cards be taken there so I can easily go and pick instead of having to go to INEC office?
The local government.
Is that what you said?
Yes. We are doing that now.
Okay.
That's what mentioned.
Because sometimes, well, I know that we are improving, but the excitement about election is dropping, so sometimes people need to be encouraged, motivated to go and pick the cards when they are ready.
Before you answer that question, so we are going on a very quick break. Viewer, it is still the Baroness, and we're looking at the continuous voter registration. We are getting on to the second phase. The first phase from the INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner in Plateau State has not been encouraging. 20%. Only 20% of the people that have registered online have already completed their registration. 80% is still hanging. So Plateau State is still at a disadvantage where voter registration is concerned. When we come back, we'll see how best we can encourage you to go and register, especially those that have turned 18 within the past 3 years. It's still the Baroness. We will be back shortly.
So it's good actually that our leaders led in this position, but it's very good.
People have to stay, other people have to take care of other people.
But obviously we do that because we want to keep
So yeah.
I know it's all you got to just be strong.
Okay, the man does not manifest anything.
And it's a fight just to keep it together. I know you think that you are too far gone.
Thank you, comrade.
But hope is never lost.
Okay, Chairman, don't do that.
Hope is never lost.
We have another caller. That's all.
Consider that very
Hold on.
Stay tuned to the Baroness on PRTV Jos every Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and repeats on Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Stay one step.
The Baroness, changing lives a day at a time.
Welcome back. It is still the Baroness, and we are looking at the continuous voter registration phase 2. We have in the studio with us the resident electoral commissioner for Plateau State, in the person of MALLAM MUHAMMED ABUBAKAR SADIQ. And from the reports gathered, Plateau State is not doing well with regards to the continuous voter registration. It has been made easy by going onto the website cvr.inecnigeria.org. You can upload your details. You can do everything necessary, and all that will be required is for you to go to the INEC office nearest to you and get your thumbprint captured and get your facials captured, and you are good to go. And wait for when the permanent card will be ready, and you go and pick it up. The resident electoral commissioner has told us that it doesn't take up to 5 minutes, max 5 minutes, and you are done. And for those of you who are wondering, I will spend 500 naira just to go and do a 5-minute thing. I'm just putting myself into the shoes of some of those voters who are thinking, why should I spend so much money to go to INEC office and just something for 5 minutes? You know, something needs to be done. Well, something is being done because INEC is bringing this capture closer to you. So your registration areas, said otherwise known as what? Areas, closest to you. It's just next door now, so you might just have to walk, you know, and go and capture. So if you know that you are among the 80% that have uploaded their details for fresh registration on the INEC portal, then you should be able to go out. I'm sure you will see them. You will see them around so that you will get your thumbprint captured and your facials captured. And when you do that, you just wait for when the permanent voter card will be ready. Please, we need to do it. Is our responsibility and our duty. Remember, democracy, they say, is government of the people, for the people, by the people, Abi. And who are the people? You and I. But you can only have a voice when you register. When you register and you vote, then you can hold the leaders accountable. But if you don't register and you don't vote, you're not just sit down look. Because whatever they do, you are not a part of it. You did not do anything to ensure that a difference is made. And if you are like my daughter who is hoping, I was praying that she will be 18 before she will register. Sorry, she still has to wait 2 more years. But then you need to have that zeal to register, because the future of Nigeria actually depends on those who have registered to vote and will cast their vote when the time comes. So talking about bringing them down.
Yes, you know, this sermon you have just preached to a prospective voter out there, it's a good sermon, it's a good encouragement. But you see, when the system, people need to trust the system, people need to believe the system, and the system has to make them believe it, so that, you know, whatever effort I will make will be worth the trouble. Okay. We cannot shy away from the fact that over the years, Nigerians have had their, you know, fair share of troubles with elections in Nigeria. And, you know, and sometimes the complaint is they are not satisfied that their votes are counting as much, and so they feel this is just to, is it just to satisfy their conscience? Are they sure what they're doing is worth doing? And so many things keep coming year in, 4 years, after 4 years, we go over this again to help people come out to vote. we want some word from INEC. How are we sure that this time around it's a different story from all the years that we have had elections? Not long ago, election was conducted in the FCT, and the general report was that there was voter apathy.
Yeah.
This apathy, has INEC been able to find out what could be? I know that there's a lot on your hands to handle, but it wouldn't be bad to know exactly why is there always voter apathy. How can we surmount that so that all our efforts will not just go down the drain?
So thank you very much for this interesting question. Voter apathy, like you have mentioned, and given a reference to the recently conducted election in the FCT. For us in the Independent National Electoral Commission, we have undergone a lot of reforms. We have gone a lot of reforms, for the election to be credible, fair, and to the satisfaction, of the voters. A lot of technology came into place. We have now what we call the IBED, INEC voter, BIBAS. BIBAS, a very important, instrument, which is used, to confirm the credibility, of the voter, that is on the queue. That is an important instrument that, is put, to check voting by proxy. Because the system will not allow you vote unless, indeed, you are the voter that have presented, that permanent voters card to us, because this is checked and it's been processed. So all these are efforts, being put in a place, for the people's vote, to count, like you have mentioned. Then for the voter apathy, you have mentioned maybe this should go to the political parties.
All right.
Maybe this should go to the political parties, because the political parties, are indeed, the interested parties, are the beneficiaries. Let me put it that way, of these votes. They are voters, So meaning they should do more. Let us have, the, what do they call it now, voter democracy dividends in the Nigerian parlance. I keep on hearing dividends of the democracy. Dividend of democracy meaning social services, welfare, carrying the people, along. For us in the independent electorate, like you have mentioned sometimes back, we have a voter EPM, sorry, we call it voter education, and publicity, department, where their role is really, to sensitize people on this election. We have been doing our best, and now we partner with the traditional institution, we partner with religious faith institution, because these are organization and institution that people listen to. So these are the efforts on our part that we are doing, to sensitize, reaching to the traditional institution, reaching to religious faith organization, to help sensitize and call the people, to take these tasks very serious. Like you have said, don't lie low, identify the party that you want, the candidate that you want. That is an opportunity that I give you. And I want to assure the good people of Plateau State that their vote, will count.
Okay. And of course, your efforts are indeed commendable, but there's still more that needs to be done. I'm sure you'd agree with us there. Now, looking beyond that, sadly to note, there are a lot of procrastinators out there. People who would just fold their arms and wait for the dying minute. You have said that you'd be embarking on this for 50 days and stuff. Now, there are some people who would wait to the 51st, 52nd to walk down to INEC office with various excuses. This happened, that happened, I wasn't able to do that. So do you have any words for them in light of that?
Okay, interesting. Like you have said, maybe I don't want to see it as a Nigerian factor, where people, are sensitized, that this is the duration, this is the time, and yet, they sit back, until the last day. They know that they will come and put us under pressure. Pressure on the personnel, pressure on the system. That that's the INEC voter enrollment device that we have deployed in this RS, to capture this information. They should, as a matter of fact, also reciprocate. Because we started at local government level, and there were yearnings, there were calls. No, this is too far, we cannot get there, we need to spend that much. So now, from 17 local government, we are now in 207, centers, moving around, to capture this importance. So people should take advantage and not stress themselves. Let's spread it in these 50 days, not wait until the last 10 days or the last 1 week, that then there will be influx. That will not be good for the system. So I do hope, people will take advantage.
Talking about taking advantage, you two can also take advantage of this time to call us with your questions, your observations. We really have the boss of the INEC here in the house, so you can put him on the hot seat, but let it not be too hot to do. We believe that he's up to the task. So you can call us on the line 0703-654-5779. 0703-654-5779. You can equally send text messages. Yes.
Okay, and while we await your calls, I would like to know, sir, the voter education and sensitization. The people that you're hoping to capture, some of them are in secondary schools and some of them are in tertiary institutions. Have you thought about taking the message now, the voter education, to those institutions beyond the religious leaders, the traditional rulers? Some of them might not have access to these people. So have you thought of going to the secondary schools, to the tertiary institutions, to sensitize them on that need to register? Or are you taking the registration to them over there to make it easy, because some students might find it difficult going by their lecture time to meet up with the timing that the registration officers will be there?
Well, this advocacy is multifaceted. Okay. We are not only limiting ourselves, to the traditional institutions and the faith organization. That is because we meet with the Khan and we meet with the Jamaat Nasr al-Islam. Our advocacy is also on television stations like yours here. We produce jingles, and there were outreach also. Outreach means, we are out, into marketplaces. We are out into the universities, to sensitize this youth, that to start this use to take advantage. Then finally, sorry?
Let's pick this caller.
Okay.
Hello? Yes, this is the Baroness. What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
Well, my name is MUHAMMED and I'm calling from Jos.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
So I wanted to ask the
Yeah,
yes,
go on. Go ahead.
Can hear you.
I wanted to ask the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner.
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, how is INEC?
We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, how is INEC verifying if data is to ensure that there is no multiple voting
Okay.
or registration in the upcoming election?
All right.
Thank you. Please pay attention and you respond to that.
Verification of database for multiple.
Okay, thank you very much, Muhammad, for this question. You are talking about...
we have another call. I think we just take them back to back, then you respond after. Yes. Hello? Hello? Okay, we lost that. Please proceed, sir.
Okay. I think the last caller, Muhammad, is talking about multiple registration. Now, what do we do? With this, this activity, you are entitled to one vote. Maybe we should make that very clear.
Okay.
Each citizen is entitled to one vote. So people should not register more than once, because doing that, we are deploying technology that will dictate, and such category, you know, people that want, you know, cheat on the system, you know, stand the risk of being deleted. Their information stand the risk of being deleted. So I will here, you know, call on the people of Plateau State to be satisfied with one registration, because at the election day you are only entitled to one ballot, and that will do.
All right. Another caller?
We have another caller. Hello. Hello. Okay, this seems to be a minor. Please go and play. Thank you. Okay, that was a.
What are we focusing? It means he has not been
focusing
watching
on voter education, you know, the continuous voter registration.
Yes,
you know, if in case someone asks him to call and ask, you know.
Children,
when he gets to know, he needs to know. When he gets to 18, he will have the chance to register and to vote. Now, when he gets to 18, he has the right. So he will have to now go and register.
And you know,
so
something about children. Children can be quite demanding. When he knows what we're talking about and has a good understanding of the need
when
to
he
register,
gets to that age,
he can persuade those people around him that have not registered to do so.
So I guess I'm changing my advice to pay attention to the people.
Yes, pay attention.
you pay
So you can
attention to
advise
people
those around you that have not registered. Well, before we take another call, you were talking about the people that INEC is using to sensitize the youth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We did mention that people listen to traditional institutions, and these traditional institutions, you know, are down the ladder. Meaning from the emir to district head, the ward head, even a community leader. So these are channels where, you know, we move on this voter education. This is in addition, you know, to television station like yours, a radio station where we play jingles. And I did mention that we also do organize outreach. Outreach meaning we go into community or places where, like market, you know, square, where, you know, attracts a good number of people to sensitize, you know, people. Then we have also this what we call NYSC ambassadors.
Okay.
Yeah, for INEC. Okay. You know, because these are young people that have the energy that could move. That are also found in various local government areas, various schools. You will agree with me. So they are our ambassadors. They also help to push in this advocacy. So this will continue to do. Maybe before I forgot, I should, you know, mention that in the North Central Zone, the Commission has identified Plateau State where a mega stations will be established in the course of this registration. And that will come on board from 25th to 30th. What we mean by mega, you know, polling registration center is where we deploy over 20 machines, 20 IBED. Because now that we are moving with 2 machines in this areas. So we will deploy 20 with personnel and materials.
You talked about personnel before you go further. Are there employment opportunities there for youth? You know, unemployment is a problem. So would you be willing to probably give ad hoc staff opportunities to come to you and probably get jobs in this particular movement or this particular registration?
Well, for this registration, actually, INEC has its personnel, you know, at the local government level, because it's our personnel at the local. Remember, I told you there are 2 IBED, the INEC voter enrollment device that we rotate in this local government. So we have 2 personnel, you know, that can do that job for us. In fact, there's no local government that has less than 10, you know, personnel. No local government has 10. So for now, but when election comes, you know, because, you know, your polling units here, you know, it's large. That is when we will...
yes, we have another caller, sir.
Okay.
Before you check that information. Hello. Good morning, ma'am. You're on to the Baroness. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you for the compliments.
The persons with disabilities
yes.
now. Persons with disabilities. What provision is INEC doing? Because some of them, those that are visually impaired, might not be able to, enter the information themselves.
Yes.
And so what provision are you doing for people like that?
Maybe it may interest you to know that so far we have captured 79 people with disability there in this current first phase and second phase of the registration. So they have been showing interest. And for INEC, we have high regard for inclusivity because the election is not about it's for everybody. That's why I call inclusivity, men, women, youth, in all this endeavor. So we have special consideration for them. They should approach us, and we will handle their task.
Okay, now the big one. Are we transmitting our results electronically, or how are we doing it at the end? Even before I register, let me know so I will know whether I should be enthusiastic about registration now.
I think the chairman of the commission, if we are following him, carefully, did mention, that you are talking about IREP,
yes.
That this, will be done, for the polling units, to the good people, for the citizens, to see what is happening and that their results, their votes, will count.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So you have heard it from the resident electoral commissioner in Plateau State. Your votes will count. So for those of you who are thinking otherwise, better go and register now, because once the portal has closed, how long is this registration? 50 days. So when is it starting? Let's have definite dates.
The second phase, we started on the 5th of January.
Okay.
And it will run through to second week of April.
Okay. All right. So it is still running to the second week of April. So please avail yourself. INEC has made it easier. Once you upload your details on the INEC portal, which is cvr.inecnigeria.org, then go to the INEC office to get captured. Okay, make sure you do that. And INEC is bringing those arrays closer to you so you can go there and get captured. We don't have an excuse not to make a difference. Thank you so much, sir. MALLAM MUHAMMED ABUBAKAR SADIQ.
Thank you very much, for hosting me.
Thank you so much. And we would definitely invite you back after April to find out if we were able to make up that 80% that was still not attended to.
Yeah,
that would be fine.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Cameron?
It's a cliche, this statement, your vote counts. Make hay while the sun shines, or is it sunrises? So just do the needful. Let's not wait till after the deadline before we go and start crying to INEC.
Yes,
let's endeavor to go now. Yes, that's just it.
Just go now. Wait.
it's your responsibility as a citizen. Be patriotic. Don't worry about what is wrong, but do what is right.
Yeah. And that right thing is you making sure that you have your voter's card. I have mine. We all have ours. What about you? What about your children that just turned 18? Make sure that they register. Do have a pleasant day.
You fill your mouth with words and words. You treat them well. Oh yes, I heard. You sit sometimes, don't cover your light. I see you come, you try. You know me, and you say you get this in society. You know me, and you say we get the same philosophy. No mean is saying you get the same society. No mean is saying you get the same philosophy. No mean is saying you get the same philosophy. city.